Alright, where is my cursor? There it is. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright, we are back. We are live. We have got the stream up and running. Looks like some other stuff is going on other channels, but I'm only worrying about what's going on this channel. Let's get the ball rolling. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to ya. My name is JGuard01, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are diving back into the world of Crumbach, my friends, where we have, a lot to do. A lot to do. And the big thing we're going to be doing today, my friends, is something I've been not wanting to do for a while, but I've decided if I'm going to get my full power, I need to do it. But before we get to what that is, let's go see what we can do about some enchanting. I need enchantments on my gear as soon as possible. So, and grab a lapis. We're gonna see what gets the best enchantments and do the deal. Okay, what enchantments do I have in my armor so far? Prot 3, Blast Protection 4, Projectile Protection 4, and Prot 4. Okay. And everything's got Unbreaking 3. What I really need at this point is more protection, but I also need Depth Strider and Aqua Affinity. And Respiration, if I can get it. So let's see here. Projectile Prot, not ideal. Projectile Prot, again, not ideal. What's this get? Fire Aspect 2? That's it? That's what it's offering? That ain't much. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all this extra food and stuff. The potatoes, actually, I should grab and take down to the place where they're supposed to go. Anyway, back to business. Oh, wait. Wait. Give me back those pork chops. I've got a space for those pork chops. Give them back to me. Okay. Back to business. What do I go with? I mean, none of these are great options on the sword. I guess I could do a junk roll. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just do a junk roll and then see what I can do with another round. So, pop, boop, pop, beep it up, bop. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing those low junk level rolls like that. And it doesn't really sit well with me. Hello, Static, aka Leo. Leo. Welcome back, Leo. It's good to see you, dude. How you doing? You doing alright? I hope so. I hope you're doing really good, my friend. I hope you're doing real good. Oh, I just realized I used up all my emeralds last session doing trades for levels. Because I was getting quite desperate. I'm definitely going to have to set up some kind of trading hall at some point, I think, to help me get levels for repairs. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a few emeralds to stick in my inventory for now. I'm doing pretty good so far, Leo. Thank you for asking. Alright, helmet has been disenchanted. What does it offer now? Bingo! Bingo, baby! Oh, yeah! That is what I want to see. Respiration 3. Projectile Prot 4. Okay. Not, the boots are not getting that. Sharpness 3, nope, okay. Well, I know what we're enchanting. The helm. It's just respiration. But respiration is, honestly, really important. I need that. I have been needing that forever. Wait a minute. Aqua... Oh! Oh, shoot! I already had Aqua Affinity on a book! Sweet! Okay. Okay. Well, hey, hey. Helmet is about to be maxed out. The helmet is about to be maxed out. The only thing it won't have is mending, which I can get later. Where can I get some levels? How do I get some quick, easy levels? I could go back to the villagers and see what they've got for sale. I could go... Maybe I could go over to the cow farm and snipe some cows. No. No. That would not be a great idea. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Leo. I am glad to hear that. What do I do? 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 I mean, I could try breeding the cows again. Just real quick. To get a few quick levels. Hopefully. Ew. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enough. It may not be enough to get me up to level 30, but if I can get to level 30, I can do another enchant, and we can see what we get. Hopefully it's something better than Sharpness 3 or Projectile Prot 4. I really need Depth Strider on my boots. Feather Falling and Depth Strider... Wow, okay. Losing that protection that the helmet was offering, really... that really makes a difference. Okay, so I am officially of the mind that for regular protection is going to be the thing we want on everything from now on. Because that apparently makes a difference in how much damage you take from fall damage, too. Huh. I had not realized it was quite that good. Whoops. Okay. That's all we're doing. That's all the breeding we're going to do. I don't want to hang around here all day or night. Gonna sleep, and then we're gonna get the hay out of here. Yes, I know that's a potential joke. Whoopity-doo. Dump that in there. I just don't want to waste the opportunity to do another enchantment when I have been fighting so hard to get these levels. I've been fighting so dang hard to get these levels, I've got to put them to good use. Definitely going to need to get a good enchantment on my sword at some point. But I still want to focus on the boots. The boots are the big deal out of the two things that I need to enchant up. Alright, boots. What can you get? Fire Prot 4, that's a no. Bane of Arthropods, Dagnabbit! Oh, you could have been Sharpness. You couldn't have gone with Sharpness. Or Looting. I'd have taken Looting. And been fine with whatever else was on it after that. Dagnabbit. Okay. That sucks. I'm gonna quote Madagascar. Well, this sucks. You know what? Do it. Okay. Yep, I had a feeling it was going to do that to me. Those boots are terrible. I don't care about fire protection right now. If I want to worry about fire protection later, I will worry about it later. Right now, it's a garbage enchantment for me. Okay, put that away. Put the sword away. The lapis needs to get put away. I don't know, I might be back here in a few minutes with some more levels from villager trades. But then again, no, I'm not, because I gotta do the helmet. Okay. Helmets. Respiration helmets. Combine. Toss in Aqua Affinity. Bingo bango! Second best helmet we can get right now. We got Respiration 3, Prop 4, Aqua Affinity, and Unbreaking 3. The only thing missing is the Mending Book. Which I'm honestly surprised I don't have a Mending Book around here. But at the same time, I've not really been focused in on getting a ton of Mending yet. I'm thinking I'm going to wait to get a lot of Mending until I can get a better Mending Villager trade. So, at this point, I guess it's time to start in on the thing that I decided I was going to be doing with this session. A thing that I've been trying to avoid doing, but which I have determined is necessary. I need to figure out where in the world I am, and from those coordinates, I need to locate mob spawners, because I am tired of being without my stinking power. Hold on. What is that? I'm looking at a seed map, and I'm seeing a bunch of spawners not too far away from one another. I would never be able to get them all active, but some of them I might be able to get active simultaneously. No, I wouldn't. Okay, what about you? What about you two? Come on, let me see. Yeah, you're probably too far away from one another. But there's one that's not far away at all. 180 and 353. I want to make sure that those coordinates are accurate to this world. If they are, that's going to put me right between the fort and... Or it might not even put me in between them. It might put me... Wait a minute. Where is that? I get the nasty feeling this is going to put me right at... Oh boy. Okay, no, it's not as bad as I thought. It's actually not that far away. Huh. 180, 153. Or no, 180, 353. Oh my gosh. It's below this aquifer. It is literally right here. It is right under this aquifer. Gravel. Where's my gravel? I need gravel. Give me gravel. Oh, jeez, it's right next to... What? Oh. Well, okay then. It is literally right next to the cow farm. Is there another one nearby? Because actually that's a zombie one. I don't necessarily want a zombie one. Is there a skeleton spawner nearby? It's a little further away in the other direction. Hang on. It's that way, I think. Yeah. Huh. Wait, what about here in the desert? That's higher. Isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't have to dig as low. The only fault is that it's in the desert. Huh. Okay, nope, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Well, thank you, Nofeek. And hello, my friend. Good to see you again. Whoop, what is that? Is that a wolf? That's baby wolf. Look at him run off. Huh. Kind of somewhat grumpy looking panda there. Pardon me, just one second. There we go. Had to get a little drink. Okay, so I'm going to 278 and -7. That's easy. I mean, it'd be easier with a boat or with a, with Depth Strider. But it's still easy to get there. Yeah, this puts me in the desert for sure. The desert actually looks a lot more connected to my area than I realized. Huh. Oh yeah. There's just a river cutting through. Okay, where am I going? 278. Hello, sus! Yes, it is the Jagger1, my friend. Good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. 'Tis good to see you again, my friend. Okay, this is actually not quite as accurate as I thought. Then again, I am looking at a weird map. Oh, they didn't notice that this was going to be... Oh, no, it's not underwater. Hang on. 278 and -7. Right here. No, you are not living in a dream, sus. Strategies to find places? Depends on what kind of base you're looking for, my friend. If you're talking about finding somebody else's base within the game, I can't help you. That's just a matter of look and find out. Go looking and ye shall find eventually. But if you're talking about finding a good spot to build a base, that depends on what you're looking for. Depends on what you want to build. What we are doing today, sus, is something I've been avoiding, but now must do. I am going underground using coordinates from a seed map to find a mob spawner. Nice thing is I now have a helmet to make it so I can do so much more reliably and safely. Found myself a little cave here. I have no choice, Nofeek. I don't like doing it. I have to do it. I have to use the seed map to find myself a mob spawner because I need XP desperately. I'm that desperate to do it. Come on, Nofeek. You can't tell me that you haven't done it. Besides, I've had to do it before on previous worlds. I hated it then too. But at least I'm owning up to it. I'm sure there's a lot of content creators out there for Minecraft that would do it and not at least own up to it. They would try to deny it vehemently, which is to say, incessantly, insistently, without care for the fact that they're just repeating a falsehood. Me, I'm actually making sure you guys understand. I don't want to do this. I don't want to use the seed map. That's what I'm going for too, Davian. Skeleton spawner. Yeah, generally using a seed map from sites like Chunkbase is frowned upon by some people. But again, this is the easiest way to find what we're looking for. Of course, that's assuming I've got the right... These are the right coordinates. Am I on the wrong seed? I'm starting to think that I've got the wrong seed in the stuff. Yeah, difference is not everybody owns up to it, sus. Some people will try to deny that they've ever done it, even though it's clear they must have. But I'm starting to think I've got the wrong seed in the seed map, because we just hit where the thing was supposed to be, and it wasn't there. Oh, dagnabbit. I just remembered. It's not a guarantee. It's never a guarantee anymore. It's just a chance. I forgot. It's just a possible spawner. I just realized... Yeah. A while back, one of the updates to... One of the updates to Minecraft made it so that unless you're in an earlier version, every single instance of a seed is different. And the main way that's shown is spawners don't always show up in the same places between any two copies of a world. I didn't put in the right version? Someone's saying I didn't put in the right version. I put in the latest version that this thing has offered for Bedrock Edition. And it didn't work. What did you spend the whole day making, sus? Ugh. It doesn't give an exact option. It gives the latest version group, and that's it. That's what that's Chunkbase's current thing. It's only showing potential options. It's showing a group that I can select of the latest versions of Bedrock. And it didn't work. Nice, sus, nice. You want me to tell you the seed, no feek? Here, I'll bring it up on the thing. Oh yeah, you can get a lot of gold from doing that. Where is the world information? That's not it. Game. Aha, there's the seed. There's the seed. Feel free to pause and put it in, no feek. -173 876 878 822 857 8048. And the coordinates that I just checked were 278, -3, -7. And I found nothing. The problem is Minecraft seeds changed in their nature. Now, it's only ever going to be a possibility of finding a spawner in a given place, instead of it being the guarantee that it used to be. It used to be that every single copy of the same seed would get the same spawner locations. Now, it is only a chance. Sus, I actually don't mind Ellison and the whole burger thing. I will say that sometimes it gets a little bit repetitive, but it's not a big thing. I do not know, Nofeek, whatever the latest version is for PlayStation. Because I keep my Minecraft set up with automatic updates. So, it would be whatever the latest version is. But if you go into Chunk Base, you go to version, latest versions, the option is a group. Bedrock 26.30-26.43, which means it's from the 1 to the last in that group. And that's what it offers. Now, if I'm missing something, and I'm actually in 26.50, tell me. Because I would love to know. Alright, Sus. We'll see you when you come back, my friend. Whoa, did you see that rabbit? That rabbit was sitting up on his haunches. Dude, that's 900 block. That's over 1,000 blocks away. That's over 1,000 blocks away, Nofeek. In uncharted territory. I'm not going that far right now. And I would prefer a skeleton spawner, by the by. That's what I was hoping to find here. I was hoping to find a skeleton spawner. Because with skeleton spawner, you get tons of bows, and you can get some decent bows out of that, if you're fortunate enough, once you get looting. But you also get a ton of bones, which I need bones for bone meal. I like to have a stockpile of bone meal if I can manage it. Yeah. -89, -14, and -93. Alright, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. I'm getting skeptical about Chunk Base anymore. To be entirely honest, I am skeptical about relying on chunk base. Because, unfortunately, they can't keep up with the versions that closely, as far as I'm aware. But then nobody can. Anybody who can is an incredible developer of whatever they're developing that's being kept up with the latest version. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just realized, no Feek, that first set of coordinates you sent me, I read it wrong. I'm gonna go to that first set that you sent me. I read it wrong. That was only like 300, maybe 400 blocks away. I'm gonna go to that one first. We're gonna go to that one first and see. Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. We're going to the latest coordinates you sent. Okay, I did not realize that that first one was zombie. Now that you said that first one was zombie, I'm gonna go to the other one. Okay, wait, which way am I going? I'm still... Oh. Nope, I still gotta go this way. Oh, J-Guard, 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 J-Guard. J-Guard 01. The Dim. J-Guard the Dim. That's what I ought to call myself. Dim Guard. They keep messing up. Nah, everyone does. Tell that to my inner critic. My inner critic will be very agitated about that particular statement. Alright, where am I going? I am going to 89 and negative 93. And then we're digging down to negative 14. And hoping that it takes us to a spawner. Okay. Negative 93 for the Z. Okay. It should be right below this spot. Oh, I wish that would happen here, Davian. It would be nice if that would happen here, because I could use a combo spawner. See, the nice thing about zombie spawners is you can get iron from the zombies. That would be the one thing that would make me want to go for the zombie spawner over the skeleton. But I need bones more than I need rotten flesh. Ow! Okay, really? Wow, okay! For crying out loud! I get it! There's a lot of you stinking skeletons! Get out of here! Among other Nimrods. Get out of my stinking face! Good grief. And you too! Get out of here! Stinking zombie. Oy. That was too much. That was too much all at once. Frustrating. Give me that iron. I want the iron. Give it to me. Yes, I'm in a mood. That set me in a mood. And you can get away, you stupid, brain-hungry moron. Oh, no. Really? Another one? Begone, dimwits! Hello, underground. Ugh. Yeah, Davian, it's bug rock. There are reasons why we have that joke. The fact that zombies can hit from so far away, unfortunately, is one of them. It's not fair, but it's how the game is. It's been that way for a while. I want to take this slow. I don't want to bust through into the thing without being prepared. I mean, assuming that it is actually there. Which I say it like that because I'd rather not assume. Assumptions are to make a butt of you and me. And I will not be made the butt. Oh, I just noticed these guys are dropping their stuff. I'll take that. Yes, the hitboxes on mobs need to be fixed. It needs to happen sooner rather than later, too. Needed to get out of that water. I was starting to drown. It's not there. Well, I can't say I'm entirely surprised. After the one failed... Huh. And I put in the right coordinates. We went down to -14. It's not there. They've done something. They've done something. I'm almost certain of it. I'm starting to think we need to go with Plan C. Plan A was to rely on the cows. Actually, I guess we should call that one Plan C. The cows were plan C, going backwards in count. Plan B was the spawners using chunk base to find them. And it seems to have failed. 2 strikes on finding spawners does not confidence build in chunk base. I think we may have to rely on older, more well-established methods of getting our XP. Methods that I have tried before and could never make work good. Nofik, if you're about to tell me you got the coordinates wrong, I am going to either facepalm or laugh my head off. Which is it going to be? Did you read the coordinates wrong? You're saying you're bad. You're saying, oh no, my bad. You forgot the minus. You forgot the minus in the seed, didn't you? That was a facepalm. That was a facepalm moment. You have just been witnesses to a Guardian Studios class bruh moment. Bruh. You know, there was a part of me that wondered, there was, for like half a second, a part of me that wondered if we needed to double check that the seed was right. Thank you for being here, Sus. I'm glad you're here. Oh, crud. That's not good. Nope. 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 Avoiding that camel. Avoiding the camel. Nope. I am not going near that... No. No. I'm not going near a camel with a husk on its back. Or that new desert skeleton. Until I have an enchantment on my weapon that increases my damage. And you can just get out of my stinking way, Mr. Dusty Bone. Mr. Dusty Bones. Or maybe you're not Dusty Bones, you're Dusty Flesh. Get out of my way! I'm hightailing it. I'm not even going to the fort. I'm going straight to the base. I'm tired of this desert. Well, just be careful with it, Davian. Don't try to get it in water. I don't think they can handle water. And now all I can think of is Gremlins. Now all I can think of is that movie, Gremlins. If you guys have never seen it, see it at least once. It's kind of creepy in some ways, but it's a classic in others. Sus. The difference between a normal camel and a husk one is the husk one is undead. Aside from that, I don't really know. Ow, ow! I am getting smacked around by Skellybones. Mr. Skellabone can go speak with Davy Jones. Skellybones, go meet Davy Jones. Doesn't sound so funny, does it? Yeah, I know, that was kind of an obvious answer, sus, but I want to say one of the main things that's different about them is the main thing that's different about the fact that the husk camel is undead, it sinks. That's the only real difference I can point to as in terms of why anybody would want it. It's the fact that it can sink. Whereas the regular camel is now forced to float. Which is not such a bad thing, but I don't know. Some people may prefer to have that over the normal camel. Not me. I don't give a darn either way. Just give me a mount. Give me a reliable mount and I'm good. No. Sinks. S-I-N-K-S. Sink. Like a kitchen sink. As in, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That was a good joke, though. That was funny. If your intention was to make a joke there, that was good. That was a good one. Sorry, I'm just making sure you actually heard me that time. Sometimes I worry this microphone doesn't really come through clear. Ah. Well, it still was funny. Alright, we got the rain here, we got... Honestly, I don't think we're gonna rely on chunk base. I was gonna say let's do that, but... No. No. Chunk base does not feel like the reliable way to find what we're looking for at this point. Which means I have only one other option. Some kind of a mob farm of the old style. Or I have to build a gold farm. An overworld gold farm. That stinks. That... The thought of having to rely on that right now is not great, because that means having to go off into the wide open yonder, either using chunk base to find the right biome to get it, or just depending on our own efforts to locate the biome entirely. But we'd have to go get powdered snow. We may have to go get powdered snow. No, Feek, what in the world is going on? Chill, dude. Be respectful. Hello, Nathan! Hello, Nathan! Welcome to the channel. Or welcome back if you're returning. So, yeah. This is frustrating. I was really wanting to avoid making that gold farm until I was truly ready, because I think it requires observers in order to function. We're going to have to go into the nether. Yeah, obsidian I'm not too worried about. Sus, I can I can get lava from underground, make that into obsidian. I've got an efficiency 5 pick. I can bust my way through that. It's just going to be tedious. The problem is the powdered snow. The real problem is the powdered snow. 11 stacks of cobblestone. Good grief, my man. But powdered snow is a problem because it only spawns in cold biomes, and you can't always be sure if you're looking at it until you're right on top of it or sinking into it. Ugh. What? Excuse me? Sus? Did excuse me? Are you talking to me? You can use water. You can use a bucket of water instead of having to rely on powdered snow. You are sure? Sus, what channel did you get this tutorial from that you must have used to make this design? Or did you even use a tutorial? Did you just make it freehand on your own? Or was this a tutorial? I assume this was a tutorial. Unlighting the portal. Gemini? I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not familiar with Gemini. Well, here was me thinking the only way to make the portal unlight was using powdered snow. Oh. Oh. Well, if it worked for you, that's cool. But yeah, I'm not going to rely on that for a tutorial. When I go to build this thing, if I need a tutorial, I'm going to look to another YouTube content creator. Okay. Huh. Well. So, the things holding me back are... I need it... Oh, no. I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. You know what I just thought about? I need a trident. I don't have one. To make a passive XP and gold farm, I would need a trident, and I have none. None in all my stinking... I have quartz. I have quartz. I can definitely make the observers. The problem is the tridents. I have no looting. My sword has no enhancements beyond unbreaking and knockback. Well. Well now. I need a looting villager. That, or I need to get looting from the enchant... Ah. Oh, I'm not worried about sticky pistons. I'm not worried about sticky pistons. I'm pretty sure... Wait. Oh no, that was on a different world. Oh no. Okay, I take it back. I might have to be worried about slime. I have to be worried about slime. No, I don't. I've got some. I've got slime. Okay. Oh my goodness. I started getting concerned. Okay, I'm good. I'm good on the slime. What I'm not good on is the trident. And the power to be able to get it. I am going to be getting creamed by so many drowned. I am going to get creamed by drowned because I do not have sharpness or smite or looting. And I don't think the villagers have those either. We're going to go find out. We're going to go double check. And just in case, I'm going to bring books. But I don't think the guys there have looting. If they did, we would be golden. But since they do not, I think I might be doomed. Because, see, here's the problem with fighting drowned for tridents. You can only get the trident from one that has a trident. And those guys don't show up that often. And when they do show up, they can hit you at range without having to reload ammo. And I have a knockback 2 sword. No sharpness, no smite, and no looting. And even if you kill a trident drowned, it's only a chance. It is never a guarantee you're going to get the trident. Yeah. That's where the new problem comes in. Yep. Every time I smack them, they're going to get shoved back, and if I don't get fortunate within the first few drowned, I'm probably going to die. Of course, we got channeling, we got thorns, we got curse of flippin' binding, and we got a fairly expensive mending trait. You couldn't have flippin' loyalty, or not loyalty, looting. You couldn't have looting. You had to be a pain in my butt and not have a good price for mending. Oh yeah, he's got mending. You can get mending from villagers. It's just a pain in the butt to get them to offer it, much less have them offer it at a decent price. All it is make them cycle to trade a few dozen times until they offer mending. But bear in mind that once you lock his trade, that's it. You lock his first trade. You trade with him one time, that is it. He will never change what he can sell. Whatever he ends up selling after that is already decided. Every time he unlocks the next level, whatever's coming after that is already decided. Hey, I miss having... I once had a mending villager that sold it for 10 emeralds a pop. I'm not even kidding. He sold it for 1 a pop. For 10 a pop. 10 emeralds a piece. With a book, of course. And yeah, I was able to get mending. I miss those days. Instead, I got stuck with this pain in the butt, who kept trading me, offering me other stuff, so I got tired of cycling his trades, and was like, you know what? Give me the 24 emerald mending book. It's expensive, but whatever. Because it is expensive. You have to trade with any of these other guys twice at full trade to be able to get enough emeralds for 1 book. Tedious. It's expensive. It's frustrating. And I don't like it. And I'm trying to keep this place small so I don't have a boatload of iron golems running around, making it even more cramped in here. I apologize that a lot of the stream has been me complaining about Minecraft. I love Minecraft, don't get me wrong, but there was a lot about it that could be better. Like, make it so there's a button we can press to cycle the trades until they offer us something good, instead of having to use stinking sticky pistons to move their workstation back and forth till they give it. Yep, Sticks and Fletchers. Sticks and Fletchers is the main way that I get emeralds when I can manage it. My one and only problem with it is I only have 2. I only have 2 Fletchers. In an ideal world, I would have a dozen, but this is not an ideal world. Yeah, you've got that benefit, sus. Me, I don't, because I'd have to go find a pillager outpost, which are a pain. They are a definite pain. Because you got to be able to get the bottles of, whatchamacallit, the ominous bottles. You have to get ominous bottles and then set it up so that they'll all perish, right? Not so easy, unfortunately. But I may end up having to set that up at some point, too. I know where I'm going to set it up if I end up having to. Either high up in the sky or way out over an ocean. Yes, you can get them from trial chambers. I don't like the trial chambers. To be entirely honest with you, I've come to feel like I don't like them. Mainly because they're a pain in the butt. I love them until I don't. The fact that they lock up their vaults after the ominous vaults after 1 key, and then they never open again unless you've done like almost 200 or something. That's annoying. Hey, Dinos! Good to see you, dude. Glad you can make it. Yep, I hear you on that one, sus. Once you get the mace, there's no real point to do trial chambers anymore. But yeah, I don't like that the ominous vault locks basically forever. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me, and I'd rather it be that they just lock for, like, 3 days. Like, 30 minutes, they lock for, like, an hour of real time. That would have been nice. Oh, nice, Dino, nice! Congrats, dude! I hope you had fun taking part in a musical. What was the musical, anyway? What was the musical? Was it something like The Sound of Music? Or was it a recreation of something from a movie? Seussical? I have no idea what that is. Never heard of that before. Anyway, glad you're here, one way or another. I hope you had fun with it. Yeah, that's good to know, Nathan. That's good to know. Thank you for that information. I actually didn't realize that. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Huh. And now suddenly all I can hear in my mind are a bunch of the Dr. Seuss books' best lines. I can picture a bunch of some of my favorite Dr. Seuss stuff. Yeah. That was the first one I thought of, Dino. Horton Hears the Who. And now I've got the movie in my head. Not a bad one to have stuck in your head. The newer version of the movie. That was good. And I am very well acquainted with Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham, the actual books. I loved those as a kid. Loved those as a kid. Yep, I can imagine. I can imagine that's a desirable and very fun role. So, I don't know what to do, guys. Trying to use chunk base to find what we were looking for didn't work. Twice. And in order to make the gold farm, we would need a trident. And I can't get a trident right now. Oh, cool. That's cool, dinos. Huh. But if I'm gonna get... Well, I guess we're going back to the cows. But you never read about Thing 1 and Thing 2? Sus? But in all seriousness, we're gonna have to rely on the cows again, so that I can get sharpness or smite on my sword, and go hunting for... Oh, Mario Galaxy music is peak. Mario Galaxy music is king of Mario music. You cannot convince me otherwise. I love the music from Super Mario Galaxy. I mean, there isn't a single song, there isn't a single piece of music in Super Mario Galaxy that I couldn't find myself enjoying. Now, Super Mario Odyssey, I will admit, has some good ones too. I mean, come on, it's got the first truly lyrical Super Mario theme song ever. Okay, yeah, Super Mario 3D World is another good one. Wow, we are you guys are just naming off a bunch of ones that have nothing but good music. Okay, I don't blame you there, sus. I don't blame you there. Okay, so looking for the mob spawner using chunk base was a flop twice. Looking for coming with other methods of getting XP. In order to do them, we have to go back to the stinking cow. Nah. You guys have any idea how frustrating that is? I have to rely on cows. Stinking cows for my XP right now. Lag-inducing, irritatingly loud cows. I am quickly becoming tired of cows. I am not even kidding. I am so tired of dealing with these cows. I'm glad I will never run out of food at this point because of all the cow farming I've been doing. I have got tons upon tons of uncooked beef and tons of steak backlogged to keep my hunger satisfied. Yes, I know I need a new sword, dinos. I have been rolling the dice on the enchanting table for all my enchantments, and as a result, this is what I got on my sword. I know it is atrocious. I don't want only these things. I need sharpness. Either sharpness or smite. Though I prefer sharpness, because that's good for everything. Yep, that's what the problem is, Davian. I currently don't want to travel that far from my base, especially not to go get XP. I shouldn't have to. Yeah, and that's part of why I'm half glad we couldn't find a spawner using it today, dinos. But also, I'm irritated because I really need XP, and I'm tired of the cows. I have plenty of diamonds, Nathan. It's not diamonds I need, it is levels for enchanting. I mean, look at that. I've got diamonds. I've got lapis, emeralds. I've got all that. I do not, however, have the levels that I need. No, dinos, I'm taking my time. I'm trying to avoid going to the end to get where I would get elytra. Yeah, I'm starting to think that what I need to do is possibly... I may need to build the OG. I may need to build the OG XP farm. And I'm not talking... I can't do... I cannot do the gold farm right now, because I need a trident. Getting the trident, I require sharpness or smite on my sword. Or get an... Dinos, we already discussed that problem. We already discussed that option. Yes, it does, sus. Yes, it does. Dinos, the problem with the armadillo or LA thing, yes, it was discussed. This was discussed on a previous session. That requires potions, which requires two things I do not have. Blaze rods for blaze powder, and nether warts, which I also do not have. Both of those come from the Nether Fortress, which I do not know where to find. Yep. R.I.P. to that idea. It was a great idea, except it won't work right now. Now, if there was a way to get the potion that you need for that from a witch, I would just have the witch be tricked into causing the effect for me on armor stands or whatever, and just carry on from there. But they don't do that. They don't do that. There is no entity in the game besides the player that either carries or makes a potion or arrows with that effect. So that idea does not work. Oh, we're going to cook up the food, dinos. We are going to cook up the food, but that's only going to do so much. Here's a little extra bit of a problem. Some people may want to bring up the XP. I've mentioned before, XP banks are no longer a thing. So they nerfed it heavily. So while we are going to do that to get some of our XP at this point, it's only going to give so much. True, it is still XP. That's why I said we are going to do it. But nobody expect any big results because it can't give big results anymore. There was a time. That time passed a long time ago. Still burns me up that they did that. Yes, I will keep standing on my podium in regards to that because I am that irritated that something players truly enjoyed being able to do got removed that had been a feature for years. For years, they considered it a feature, and then they finally removed it, calling it a bug. It was not a bug. It had never been a bug. They just called it that so they had an excuse to get rid of it. Nathan, that's not the point. I only need the one smoker. I don't know. I'm at this point where I'm just getting frustrated by all this. There need to be better ways to get XP than this. Because this is getting... This... I am seriously so upset with Mojang right now over the XP bank thing. Because if we had the XP bank thing, this would not be a problem. I would be good to go. I would be good as gold. Anyway, Nathan Guns. It's not a matter of repairing the sword. It's a matter of enchanting it better. I know we can combine two different enchanted swords of the same quality, the same kind, with different enchantments to get them to meld together. But in order to have that be any use to us, we need levels to enchant the second sword, which we do not currently have the levels to do that. That's where our problem is currently coming in. That's where I'm hitting the stumble. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's understanding where my problem is right now. It's not a matter of repairing a sword. It's a matter of I need to enchant it first, and that costs levels I do not currently have. And it's really, really frustrating me. Oh, sadly, dinos, this world has to stay solo. This world has to stay solo. But I appreciate that you want to help so much. Yes, us dinos know that this is a single-player world. Just really, 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 really am tired. Really tired of having to farm those stinking cows. I mean, I am so tired of farming cows right now, I could just... that. Only I would be a lot louder. I could scream so loud right now. I'm so tired of dealing with the cows. They have been reliable, but they are frustrating to have to deal with anymore. And I really don't want to have to deal with them anymore. They were never intended to have been used for so long. But the enchanting table has been a pain in the butt, and I've been trying to avoid making a trading hall. I have been trying desperately to avoid the trading hall. Because as good as it is, I really don't want to have to rely on one, if I can help it. But it may be that we have to go ahead and just make one. Does not make me a happy camper. It does not make me a happy camper. Yeah, Fall Guy Friday has been brought back. Dinos, in case you hadn't heard about that. We ended up bringing it back. I ended up bringing it back. And it has been fun. It's been lots of fun. Okay. Four. And I'll split these two up. Well, actually, it'll split them up itself. There we go. 5 stacks in each, well, yeah, 5 stacks in each box, in each smoker, going down into one chest. I'm gonna go get some more stuff, I think, to dump into the smokers to help build up XP. We've got a ton of meat, it's true, but we need more than just meat. Oh yeah! So are furnaces, to a degree. And blast furnaces. Alright, Davian. Hey, thank you for being here, my friend. Wish it had been a little more interesting, but thank you for being here. See you next time. Peace. Ooh. Do I have leads? I have leads. Can I use one on you? I can use one on you. Friend? Friend? Sus? I use blast furnace when I can. Alright, Dinos. You have a good night, my friend. I hope we see you again soon. Yeah, well, it is getting late for some folks. Actually, it won't be too long before I'll have to get off the thing too myself. I gotta go do some stuff this evening with my night. I mean, I'm still gonna be here for a little longer, but do I have any? I don't think I have any puffer fish. I do have puffer fish. I'm pretty sure this is how you tame this guy, the Nautilus. He likes me. He likes me. I need a saddle. I need a saddle. Yes, you can tame the Nautilus. Make so that if you're riding him, your oxygen drain stops. It stops draining your oxygen when you're in the water, and you can ride him around freely in the water. How do you make a saddle? I know you can craft them now. There we go. It's just leather? Oh no, that's leather armor. That's leather horse armor. What am I doing? I need a saddle. A saddle. There it is. I clicked on the wrong thing. Now I've got the right thing. Now I can give him... Where'd he go? Where did he go? No! No! I just... There he is. Okay, I gotta set up something to be able to leash him in place. Oh, nice. There it is. My first time riding a Nautilus. Hey, Ryan, good to see you, dude. How you doing? You doing well? I hope so. Yeah, I know, the shield in the water. The shield on a mount is annoying. I cannot believe. My first time on a Nautilus. Man, he is a little bit hard to control, though. I'm used to a different kind of control system than what these guys seem to take. But now we can explore the ocean freely. No limits on the ocean. The ocean is now our playground. Especially if we get a fence post so we can leash him in one area. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Oh, nice, Ryan. Temperature's finally dropped and you got a meteor shower happening? Nice. Uh-oh. Get away. Get away. Mr. Drowned. Go away. You're not welcome here. Solar eclipse. Nice. It's kind of cool. World is going alright, just very much struggling with XP. Getting XP is becoming very irritating. I'm tired of the cows. I'm tired of having to work with the cows. I really am. For food, they're good. For XP, they're not the best. Doing this is reminding me yet again that I also need to eventually find the villager outpost anyway, so I can get some allays. So that I can then have little dudes flying around picking stuff like this up for me. Yeah, getting experience has been the bane of this world, honestly. Right now, the best option I've come up with is dumping a bunch of kelp and food into a smoker to cook in the hopes that that will suffice. Sadly, I'm going to have to do any more collection of kelp or anything else for cooking or any other XP farming for that matter another time, because that is all the time I have for YouTube tonight. I would love to keep going. I would love to keep doing more, but I lost a lot of time trying that chunk-based thing. And I am going to eventually have to try to make some XP farming methods that are better than this, but for now, all I can do is say thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes and comments, subscribing if you haven't done so yet, checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly, sharing the channel with your friends, and of course, by giving the notification bell a good old smack. Give it a good old ring so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again everybody for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I will see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Oh, that's right. It's broken. Bye!